Now may the Lord of peace give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with all of you. 2 Thessalonians 3:16. Hey, what's the word?
You ever have that game that you sort of just chill out to? A game that puts you in a special mood? For me, that game for the longest time was Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage on the PlayStation. Or Gateway to Glimmer, as you Europeans knew it.
Obviously, this isn't footage of the original PlayStation version, but I don't have an easy way to record my copy, so I don't know, get my back, man. Spyro 2 holds a special place in my heart. While it's not the first game I ever played, it's one that I replayed a lot as a kid. Mostly because I was too young to understand I needed memory cards to save, so I always thought I needed to beat the game in one sitting. Everything from Spyro 2 hooked me in as a kid, but there was one area in particular that I spent the most time admiring. That being the homeworlds. Summer forests, autumn plains, and winter tundra? Oh man, I would spend so much time in these places. For most people, Peach's castle in Super Mario 64 was the perfect playground to get a feel for the controls in the new 3D gaming landscape, as well as the find secrets and all that. But I didn't grow up on an N64 and I played Super Mario 64 much later, so to me this was the equivalent experience to that. Speaking of secrets, there's one moment that will forever stick in my mind as one of the most breathtaking moments for me as a kid. And anyone that's played Spyro 2 will probably get where I'm going with this. It's in Autumn Plains when you learn the climb ability from Winnie the Pooh's Greedy cousin here, Moneybags, and can access the rest of the castle. You collect the talismans from Scorch, Fracture Hills, and Magnacore when you notice a wall that's slightly different from the surrounding area. You carefully inspect it to discover that there's a hidden passage on the other side with a whirlwind. You float to the top of the castle, and before you know it, you're overlooking the whole homeworld below you. Then, you spot something shining in the distance. Can I reach that from here, you wonder? Well, you take a leap, and then you glide. The wind whistling as you descend to the platform that reveals itself as you get closer and closer, with the sparkling originating from a collectible orb. Man, I still think about this moment to this day. Honestly, it wasn't until Breath of the Wild that I was able to recreate that sense of freedom and discovery. The homeworlds, even though they're taken over by the title character Ripto, they're a pretty safe place to take a breather from the levels in the game. I mean, for all it's worth, these worlds are essentially just glorified menus, yet they feel lived in. All these characters that you can interact with, sheep that you can burn, you feel safe outside the bottomless pits that drop you into a void where no one can hear you scream. Did I mention how common the music is, by the way? No, there's something about the homeworlds that remind me of my life in a way. Hear me out. So the usual game flow goes like this. You hop into a portal to the next level, you do what you need to do, then you take the exit portal to go back home. Now, recently I've started working again after months of unemployment due to COVID. My routine lately has been to wake up, leave home to go to work all day, aka to level, and then come back home to a loving wife. One of the first things that we do is we embrace and we share about our days over dinner. Then we read God's word together in order to have God be in the center of our relationship, followed by a night of games, Netflix, or whatever other streaming service that we're watching. Then the routine continues all over again the next day. Even though I don't have any sheep I can toast, or pits to fall into, there's no better place to recharge, to unwind, to reconnect. If there's anything I can walk away with, it's this. Spyro 2 taught me to enjoy the little moments. The scriptures taught me that God's peace is with me no matter where I go, whether I'm out and about or chilling with the coolest dragon I know. Have you played Spyro 2 either on the PlayStation or recently for the first time from the Reignite trilogy? What are your thoughts on the game? Also, what game really moved you as a kid? I'd like to hear all about it in the comments down below. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for a church to be a part of, down in the description below is a link to our church locator on our website. If studying the Bible is something that sounds interesting to you, let me know in the comments and we can set up something through Discord. Also, just want to let you know that I do stream on Twitch, so catch me live. Anyway, till next time guys.